Hello, this is a tutorial on how to install RAM in a Latitude E5470. The tools you're going to need in order to do this is a Phillips head screwdriver and also a flathead screwdriver. On this particular unit there are 8 screws, and they're located 3 at the top, 3 in the middle, and 2 at the bottom. Now these screws are not going to come out all the way, so you're just going to untighten them until you can see that they are loose, and once they are, you're going to take your Phillips head, your flathead right here, and you're going to stick it in the small little hole. Now be very careful not to insert this tool into this replicator port area. If you put that in there, you may damage that and ruin your computer. So be very careful when you're doing this. When you put the tool in, you're going to put it in at a straight angle and kind of push down a little bit, and you should hear a slight pop as you push it in and pull up. Once you hear that, you can use your fingers to pull it out the rest of the way. Now be very careful not to pull it up or yank it up too hard, otherwise you may damage the computer backing. Now be very gentle. As you notice, there will be teeth right here at the end of your computer. Make sure not to yank it out in a wrong way or you may damage those. In order to install the RAM, first verify that you have DDR4 or PC4 RAM. Very important. No other kind of RAM will fit in this machine. Now as you are handling the RAM, you're going to not touch these gold pinned areas, okay? You don't want to do that or scratch them in any way. You may damage them, okay? Now as you install the RAM, you're going to line them up. I'm going to show you here on the laptop. Right here, you should be able to see a small little plastic piece, okay? This is a guiding pin. This guiding pin will help you realize where the gap is on the RAM. So you're going to line those up with the guiding pin, putting it in at about a 45-degree angle or so. Now you're not going to push hard, you're just going to slide it in very gently. Now once you have it in all the way, you're going to use your fingers to push down, and you should hear a small click. Once it's clicked in, that will verify that the RAM has been seated properly. Now before you put the back on the laptop, you want to make sure that the laptop will in fact turn on. You just do this by opening the lid like this. Power button's right here, you just turn that on. Now if the light here goes off, that means the laptop RAM was installed incorrectly. Once you see the Dell logo, that has pretty much said that the laptop is perfectly fine. And you should also receive a message stating that the RAM has changed. So you can go ahead and turn the computer off at this point. Put that back down, and you're going to put the bottom back on. Now again, when you're putting it on, you're going to put it on at an angle using these teeth down here to do that. So you're going to put them on, put them into the slots where they belong, and once you have it on and you slid it on, you're going to push down with not so much weight to make sure that the bottom has then snapped in. You should hear the clicks and snaps as I do this. I'm just going to go around the entire computer, making sure everything has been snapped into place, and you can then visually verify that all the edges are in fact in. Once you do that, you screw all 8 screws back in, and you now have successfully installed your RAM.